Heyo everyone, welcome! What's something people don't know about the first 7 US presidents? Did you know there were US presidents who loved swimming naked? Or that a father and son both became American presidents? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating and unexpected stories of these early American leaders. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss these surprising presidential tales. We're talking powdered wigs, secret societies, and maybe even a presidential parrot or two.
All right, let's kick things off with the big guy himself, George Washington, the man, the myth, the legend. The first president of the United States and a true icon in American history. First up, you know him, you love him, he's the OG of the USA, the George Washington. This guy wasn't just a founding father, he was the founding father, the one who set the stage for everything that came after. You know, the dude on the dollar bill who's always got that "I chopped down a cherry tree, but don't worry, I cannot tell a lie" look on his face. But there's so much more to him than just that iconic image. But did you know that George was the only president unanimously elected? That's right. In the first presidential election of 1789, every single elector cast their vote for him. Imagine that level of respect and admiration. That's right, folks. Every single elector was like, "Yeah, George, you're the man for the job." No debates, no controversies, just pure, unadulterated confidence in his leadership. Talk about feeling the love. It's like getting all the likes on your Instagram post, but times 1,000. And this wasn't just a one-time thing. He was unanimously re-elected in 1792 as well. Double the love, double the respect. And hold up, there's more. This guy wasn't just a leader, he was also a trendsetter. He set the standard for future presidents, from his impeccable style, that powdered wig though, to his legendary dance moves. Washington was known for his grace and poise, both on the battlefield and the dance floor. They say he could clear a dance floor with his grace and charm. Imagine the scene. A grand colonial ballroom, the music playing, and George Washington leading the way with his elegant moves. I'm picturing something like a presidential moonwalk, you know? But in all seriousness, his ability to lead and inspire was unparalleled. He was a man of many talents, and his legacy continues to influence us to this day. And let's not forget his home, Mount Vernon. This estate wasn't just a residence, it was a symbol of his dedication to his country and his vision for the future. Even in retirement, he remained a guiding force for the nation. His farewell address is still studied and revered, offering wisdom and guidance that transcends time. Washington's words remind us of the importance of unity, integrity, and the responsibilities of leadership. From crossing the Delaware River to leading the Continental Army to victory, his actions and decisions shaped the very foundation of the United States. He was a man of vision, courage, and unwavering commitment. And that's why we honor him, not just as the first president, but as a symbol of what it means to lead with integrity and purpose. George Washington, the OG half-girl dad, a true American hero.
Next up, we've got John Adams, our second president, and the first resident of the White House. Can you imagine being the first family to move into that massive place? Talk about pressure. I bet they were looking for the light switches for weeks. And get this, the White House wasn't even finished when he moved in. Can you imagine dealing with construction while you're trying to run a country? I mean, I get stressed if the Wi-Fi is down for 5 minutes. But John Adams, he was a trooper, and a morning person apparently. Legend has it that he loved to start his day with a swim in the Potomac River. Now that's what I call presidential.
Moving on to our third president, the multi-talented Thomas Jefferson. This guy was like the Leonardo da Vinci of the United States. Not only was he president, but he was also a founding father, the main author of the Declaration of Independence, and a passionate architect. And if that wasn't enough, he also founded the University of Virginia. Talk about overachiever. I bet his resume was epic. He probably had to use a smaller font just to fit everything in. Oh, and did I mention he was an inventor too? This guy never stopped. It's like he had 48 hours in a day and we're stuck with a measly 24. Not fair, Mr. Jefferson. Not fair.
James Madison, pocket-sized powerhouse. Up next, we've got me, James Madison, the shortest president in U.S. history, standing at a towering 5 feet 4 inches. But don't let my height fool you. Hey, they say good things come in small packages, right? Well, I was a prime example of that saying, and this little guy was a giant when it came to his contributions to America. Despite my stature, my influence was monumental. I mean, we're talking about the father of the Constitution here. That's right, I played a pivotal role in drafting the document that laid the foundation for the United States government. I was the mastermind behind that little document that's been holding the country together for centuries. Talk about a legacy. My vision and ideas were instrumental in shaping the nation. And don't forget the Bill of Rights. Those first 10 amendments, they were my brainchild too. Yeah, you can thank James Madison for those too. I fought tirelessly to ensure that individual liberties were protected. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the right to bear arms, all thanks to this pocket-sized powerhouse. My contributions have had a lasting impact on the fabric of American society. At the Constitutional Convention, I was a key player, advocating for a strong federal government while balancing the rights of states. I also co-authored the Federalist Papers, a series of essays that argued for the ratification of the Constitution. These writings are still studied today for their insights into the principles of American government. As the 4th President of the United States, I navigated the country through the War of 1812, a conflict that tested the young nation's resilience. And let's not forget my wife, Dolly Madison, who was a remarkable First Lady. She saved the iconic portrait of George Washington during the British invasion of Washington, D.C. My legacy lives on at Montpelier, my Virginia estate, where visitors can learn about my life and contributions to the nation. So next time you think of the Founding Fathers, remember that size doesn't matter when it comes to making a big impact. James Madison, the pocket-sized powerhouse, left an indelible mark on American history. My work continues to influence the country to this day. From the Constitution to the Bill of Rights, my contributions have shaped the very essence of American democracy. And that, my friends, is a legacy worth remembering. James Monroe, the era of good feelings and presidential swag. Say hello to our 5th president, James Monroe, the man who brought the good vibes. His presidency is known as the era of good feelings. I mean, with a nickname like that, you know the guy was popular. Imagine a time with less political drama, less Twitter feuds, just everyone getting along. It sounds like a utopia, right? Maybe we should bring back those good feelings, huh? And get this, James Monroe was also a fashion icon. He was known for rocking a very specific look, a black suit, a cocked hat, and some seriously stylish knee-high boots. Talk about presidential swag. John Quincy Adams, swimming with controversy. Hold on to your swim trunks, folks, because John Quincy Adams, our 6th president, was known for his, shall we say, refreshing morning routine. Every morning, before the hustle and bustle of presidential duties, Adams would take a plunge into the Potomac River. This wasn't just a casual dip, it was a full-on, invigorating swim that he believed was essential for his health and well-being. This guy was just as passionate about his early morning dips in the Potomac as his dad, John Adams. The elder Adams was known for his rigorous exercise routines, and it seems the apple didn't fall far from the tree. John Quincy Adams took this tradition to a whole new level, making it a daily ritual that he rarely missed, regardless of the weather. But here's where things get interesting. You see, Adams's morning swims weren't just a private affair. They became the talk of the town, and soon enough, everyone knew about the president's unique way of starting his day. It wasn't long before the press caught wind of it, and the story spread like wildfire. Apparently, John Quincy Adams's swims were so legendary that a female journalist once caught him in the act. This wasn't just any journalist, it was Anne Royal, one of the first female journalists in America. She was determined to get an interview with the president, and she knew exactly where to find him. And by in the act, I mean swimming naked. Yes, you heard that right. Adams preferred to swim in the nude, believing it was the most natural and freeing way to enjoy his morning exercise. Royal, seizing the opportunity, sat on his clothes and refused to leave until he granted her an interview. Talk about a presidential scandal. The story made headlines, and people were both shocked and amused by the audacity of both the president and the journalist. It was a bold move that certainly paid off for Royal, as she got her exclusive interview and a story that would be remembered for generations. But hey, at least he was advocating for fitness, right? In an era where physical fitness wasn't as emphasized as it is today, Adams was ahead of his time. He believed in the importance of staying active and healthy, and his morning swims were a testament to that belief. Maybe that's the secret to a long and healthy life. A good, old-fashioned naked swim in the Potomac. While it might not be everyone's cup of tea, there's no denying that Adams's commitment to his routine was impressive. It showed a side of him that was dedicated, disciplined, and perhaps a bit daring. Just maybe not in front of the press. So next time you think about skipping your morning workout, remember John Quincy Adams and his legendary swims. If a president could find the time and courage to take a naked plunge in the Potomac, surely we can find a way to stay active too. And who knows, maybe it will lead to a few interesting stories of our own.
Andrew Jackson, the people's president, with a parrot problem. Last but not least, we have Andrew Jackson, the 7th president and the first to survive an assassination attempt. Talk about a tough act to follow. This guy was known as the people's president, but he was also a bit of a hothead. I mean, the guy had a temper that could rival a volcano. And to top it all off, he had a pet parrot that loved to swear. I'm talking sailor-mouthed parrot, folks. Can you imagine the Oval Office meetings with that bird squawking in the background? It's like something out of a cartoon, but hey, at least it kept things interesting, right?
Thanks for joining us on this journey through early American history. We hope you enjoyed these fun facts about the first 7 U.S. presidents. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing historical content. From George Washington's dance moves to Andrew Jackson's potty-mouthed parrot, these presidents were definitely more than just stuffy old dudes in wigs. They were real people with quirks, flaws, and some pretty amazing stories. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more fun facts and in-depth explorations of American history. See you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more fascinating history to you.